Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. I'm here joined with Inti.
Hello people, how are you?
And I have Chris in my ear. So he's going to be making sure I keep me on track and on time. And so far, no lag. Right? We've been adjusting Wirecast and hopefully it is working great. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, of course, and Ethereum, right? Doing the TLO, those two assets, right? And also, we're going to be talking about the cool, urgent information, oh my God, about hodlers of last resort. And also, we're going to be talking a little bit about Peter Schiff as well. So if you're all excited about that, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited every day in the world of Bitcoin because why? Well, you know what? We have changed the world ever since Bitcoin has been invented. I see a positive future going forward, and that's why I'm so excited. All right, now before we get onto the TVA and then onto the question and answers after our little news overcap, Inti has a few words to say.
Yes. As always people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market. Davinci, why did you tell people your odyssey in order to make Wirecast work?
Oh yeah, that was a disaster, man. Oh my God! Yesterday we purchased a gaming machine, massive gaming machine. You can see this thing has like massive amounts of power in this thing, and yeah, Wirecast used 100% of it.
Yeah, it didn't even matter.
Didn't make a difference.
It wasn't recording and it was lagging the image.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
That bad.
Exactly. We weren't broadcasting, we weren't recording, and it just couldn't handle it. It was ridiculous. Anyways, let's head over to the weekly. Right, we're in the midweek right now. Well, the midweek of the work week at least. I think midday tomorrow we'd be in the week for the Bitcoin because Bitcoin never sleeps. Trades 24/7 and it goes all the way to Sunday. And every Sunday, with all the Pandora's Wallet subscribers, I trade and provide a special video, private video for them. And they ask me questions, ask me which coins to do TA on, and yeah. So if you're interested in that, and also getting access to my portfolio and access to what I'm buying and when I'm buying it, purchase your Pandora's Wallet subscription today for 50% off. Okay. So let's take a look at, there's nothing really cool, exciting going on, except we're just like keep bouncing off. Whenever we break below the 10,000, we just keep bouncing back up, which is also good. It's just that every time we test the 10,000 level, right, that it weakens it a little bit more. And so I have to say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna survive another one. This would be, if we have to test this one more time, the $10,000 level, I think it's gonna break. So looking at if we go to the 4 hour, let's just bring the 4 hour up, and I'm gonna go bring it up here, and we bring it up. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of like resistance points, and we can set. This is the 4 hour right here, and you can see right. There's lots of W's, and this W right here, which turned into a devil. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Okay, so that Davo has a stop loss of 9,828. And yeah, let's see, did we actually break that level on perpetual swaps down here, back here? We might have, or we might have just nicked it. Let's quickly take a look. Alrighty. So no, we did not. So yeah, yeah, Inti, if you were, I'm pretty sure your trade is still alive, because remember you had like three, what's it
I
called?
got 3 stops.
3 stops, and this was the stop loss right here. So your trade in our trade group is still in our what's it called, Telegram group, is still alive, it's still kicking.
I hope so. It's kind of embarrassing to kick up like that.
Yeah, but yeah, if you had your stop loss here, yeah, you're still you're still alive by the skin of your teeth, but it's still good. We created a point of control at the $10,152. We went below value, which we tested below value. We're back above value. We are going to have to test above value, and well, we don't have to. It's like 80% chance that we test above value. So this has to break out, or we're going to break down. Period. There's just no more here. There's no more to allow us to continue testing the $10,000 level. There's no more juice in the tank. So we got to break here. We got to break. We got to create the W's. We got to make this W real. We got to make and turn this into a positive. So we have to break. Once we go forward upwards, we have to break this level up here, which is at 10,444, and then Bitcoin can make it to possibly the $11,000 area. All right, moving on to Ethereum. Let's set the daily here. The beautiful thing is this trend line, this 61.8. Mountain Man's happy. He's still holding on to his trade on the 61.8. Is it gonna go higher? We saw last time we were talking. We saw an M on the 4 hour, and we were freaking out. Let's just see what happened to that M. I think that M was so close to getting broken, right? Because we had to let me just get rid of some of the this is all these yellow lines that I've drawn here were all resistance levels that I've drawn, and they matched up with the perfect beautiful thing is they matched up with the trend line that I had. So I think that trend line is going to hold because there's lots of buyers here, and look, whew, we were just at our skin of our teeth on Ethereum, just about to break down. And again, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't seem like we have as many tries of the trend line, because it's practically. I mean, if we were to go back to the daily, let's just go back to the daily, and because that has the trend line, right? You can see that we're practically just above. Yeah, we're above the trend line. I thought it was but we created a new one that's a little bit higher on a short-term trend line going higher. So that's good. We didn't get the market started to smile at us, but it didn't confirm. So it had to break this level, the $322.66. Broke that, right? Yeah. That's adios, muchachos. And now we're turning it around and making it practically a W here. So it's not the greatest of W's, right? Because you can see the candle body of this V here is a little bit lower than the candle bodies of these. This particular either V or U shape kind of design here. But the good news is that, hey, we didn't break below. We didn't print below the lowest point here. So yeah, to really make this a solid breakthrough, of course, we have to break the 361.42 level. Once that breaks, right? All right, we're going to retest the. There's not much room to go higher here, actually, when you think about it, because the resistance is at what, 370, 371. So I mean, if we break above, That means we're in a little bit of a bullish stance right here. If we go from here to here and we take this, we break above and we go above this level, we head to the $400 level again. We revisit $400 again, and so that's good. Right, and so I am looking happy about that. That looks like a trend line. Yes, that looks like a trend line, but it's not. It looks like something I just drawn, but it looks like it could turn into a trend line where we could bounce off of that should we head up to $400. Interesting. All right. With that said, the trade, right? Most likely Ethereum is heading higher, but anything can happen. We could dump. So I'm gonna let Inti put a trade in the Telegram group with this Ethereum, because I think there's a trade here. Don't you think, Inti?
Yeah, I got a setup for a Hollywood Nick trade, which is a W within a W in the bottom or top end of range. But the thing is that it didn't confirm the second W in the structure, so it invalidated my setup. So I had to do the TA again. If I find the resource for a trade, I'm going to post it. No problem.
All right. Try to go down to the lower time frames, maybe see if you can get, because I really think this thing might.
I don't want to like show people a trade is in 15-minute chart.
Yeah,
It's
but
like.
yeah, but you know what? You could always just do that, and then it's a continuing, and they could use it as a continuation with the saying, hey, you know what? If it comes back to their stop loss, then they take it, like they close it. Like, I mean, their entry price. So let's just say you find a trade, right? Like you find a trade like this on the lower time frames. Let's go down to the lower time frames, right? And you say, okay, you know what? I think you should enter at the 78.6. Let's just say it's right here. You stop loss it right there, which is the 3. You stop it at the 330. You enter at the 337. You take profits 2-to-1 at the 352 level. And then if we do take if we get to the target, right, you can tell them to move their stop loss to the entry and see if the market takes them somewhere higher. And that's it, right? Do that trade. Okay?
I like the idea.
All right, on the lower time frames. All right.
Hey, do you want to hear what are the 2 most common comments in your chat box in this stream?
Okay, what's going on?
One of the more common comments is, it sounds weird, is how shiny is your head now with the new camera?
I know, guys, I'm going to have to probably get some powder or something like that.
And the second one is how insanely hyped Crypto is today. Actually, this gentleman, Nick Van Dyke, says, yeah, I switched from Red Bull to Chris video. Same result, less sugar.
That's hilarious. All right, let's head over to the news of today. And what we have here is that they're saying in this title, which is horrible, Bitcoin plankton whales hit record, +4 more bullish BTC charts. Okay, what the hell are you talking about? All right, but if you read through this article, right, more and more people are buying Bitcoin, BTC, since the 2020 coronavirus crash, and it doesn't matter how rich they are. Data shows. Part of a series of bullish charts circulating this week, statistician Willy Woo highlighted the growth in both high and low value wallets. According to the data compiled by on-chain monitoring resources Glassnode, Bitcoin whales entries, wallets controlled by single high net worth individuals keep growing in terms of how much BTC they control, right? So what they're saying, right, is that both The small wallets and large wallets are like accumulating and accumulating and accumulating more and more Bitcoin en masse, because we all know where this is going in the next year. Next year to I would say 16 months. We are going not only to the moon, but we might head over to Pluto to take a look at it before we come back. I really see Bitcoin going to $1.2 million still. I'm still down with that statement right there. The reason why is because, well, the Fed has got our back. They will print and print no matter what in order to make sure your stock market continues going higher. And I'm not the only one that's buying Bitcoin and loading up on Bitcoin and noticing people loading up on Bitcoin. I know Peter set us all up, right? All us Bitcoiners, right? When he asked the question, right? Against my advice, my son, Schiff Spencer, right? He's a Bitcoiner. He's bought Bitcoin in the past. He bought more Bitcoin now. Whose advice do you want to follow? A 57-year-old experienced investor, business owner who has been investing professional for over 30 years, or an 18-year-old college freshman who has never had a job? And obviously, again, 80%, 81% just trounced his poll, right? Now, he obviously is just a Twitter whore, right? He just wants to get the attention, right? From us Bitcoiners, because right? We swarm to him like bees, right? Whenever he comes out with a negative comment about Bitcoin. And you can see that his son is loading up on Bitcoin. He's buying more. He's not buying a whole lot. He bought like $400 worth, but that's accumulation is happening everywhere, and that is driving Bitcoin higher, even though the price right now is not going higher. And that's mostly because the traders, right? The traders are just going back and forth, but they're getting less and less amount of coins to trade back and forth from each other. Now, there is a problem of course, the CME and other what's it called? Places where like, for example, the casinos like Bybit, Femex, even Binance, right? And Binance is now, right? If you want to trade at Binance, please click my referral link below. That's by typing, or you can type in Binance.davinci15.com, and you will receive a discount on your trades as well. I forgot how much. I think it was like 50% off of your trades. You'll help support this channel and support the Davinci J15 token holders, right? In the future, because they will be paid a commission on any holders of this token will get paid a commission. Now, Binance, of course, all these exchanges have derivatives, right? As I was saying. And what derivatives are basically, you're not actually trading the actual cryptocurrencies, right? When you trade on these exchanges, whether it be Binance or Bybit. So if you're interested in Bybit, you just type in bybit.davinci15.com, right? All these exchanges don't actually trade back and forth Bitcoin. They just trade contracts. So that's why when you see the volume here on this volume is just a volume of contracts being traded, not the volume of Bitcoin being traded. Not at all. And so what has to happen, right, is there has to on the real exchanges such as Bitstamp, and I don't have a referral link for that, but I will get one. Bitstamp.com, I think it is. Bitstamp. This is not a non-leveraged exchange. One of the ones that I trust. It's been around shortly after MTGOX was created, like a year after MTGOX was created, and they haven't had been hacked or anything like that. So, very trustworthy exchange. Look for referral links in the future. Yeah, they just trade directly with the cryptocurrency. There is no leverage trading on this exchange. So if there's no coins here, as people take them away, that means that the price has to go higher if somebody wants a coin. That's it. And that's what's happening. Slowly people are just gathering. Hodlers are gathering up a lot of coins to raise the price eventually, because eventually they're going to run out of coins at these exchanges, these real exchanges, and they're going to have to rate, the price has to go higher, and if you want to buy. All right. With that said, let's head on to the questions and answers for today.
Awesome. Okay, so let's start big by answering a Richard Hanson question. And he asked, what is the best way to avoid getting in altcoins that have majority of coins allocated to team, developers, staff, etc.? Or in other cases, whales, coins like Chainlink with 70% in 9 whale wallets.
Yeah. Well, there's a coin metrics to see where you can for where the rich list is. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let's just see here. I found it when I was looking for nano rich list. Rich list. And so yeah, you can like look at that, and but the thing is, at this point, this point in history, if you use this kind of fundamental analysis, right? And I'm gonna bring it up here, right? It's called if you just do a search on rich lists for your particular coin, maybe there will have one. But here is the nanos rich list, and as you can see, the majority of the coins, right, and all the coins are mined in existence, are being held by very few wallets. Like you can see there, right? Just let's see here. We add up the percentages. That's 20, 40, 60, 7. So wow, Jesus, 70, more than 80%. Oh my God, I should have added up to 90% are held by the top 10,000 wallets. 90%. Now, unfortunately, you could say, well, I'm not buying that because of that. That's crazy. It's insane, right? These people are going to dump on me. But you would be right fundamentally, but wrong going into what we see happening, which is the Federal Reserve printing money. Altcoins Bitcoin goes higher. Everybody notices what's going on. They start buying Bitcoin, or they start realizing that Bitcoin is too high, so they end up buying other assets, and they don't know what they're buying, and so they cause the price of other assets such as Nano to go higher. And so they're not going to be looking at this, and this, even though this fundamental information, what it does tell you is that they will dump on you. That's all it tells you. So watch out for that. And so that means just use the little old lady strategy, and you'll get your way out of this particular bad situation, because you're selling half on a double every single time. And if you want to learn how to do the little old lady strategy, just head over to www.davincicodes.net/videos, and the videos there are free to learn how to do the little old lady method of trading, and it assumes that you know nothing at all about the little old lady style of trading. All right, next question, Inti.
Next question. So we have a super chat from Mr. Felipe Venancio. Felipe Venancio asks, Davinci, XRP against USD seems to go up around 18%. Can you give me your point of view?
USD against XRP goes up about 18%. That's what he said?
Seems to go up around 18%.
XRP.
Yes.
Really? Okay. Did not know that. Let me bring that up because I'm a little surprised that of those numbers that he's quoting. Is he saying that it normally goes up by 18%, or is just seems to go up by 18% in the dollar?
He says seems to go up around 18% of the dollar.
Okay, I don't think so. On a daily basis, weekly basis.
No information about it.
Okay. Well, let me just bring this chart up. Well, let's just take a look. Let's see what he's talking about. This is not the most loved coin. If we go from the low to the high, right, that was up 90% from there, right? If we go from this low on this M, when it M'd out here, what is that? 21%. I don't know where he's getting his 18% numbers from. If we were to go on a daily basis, where it bounces, there's no 18% number. There is from here to there. That's what? 6%, 6.5%. I mean.
He says that he also hates it, and he was meaning in the 4-hour chart.
Yeah, even on the 4-hour chart, you're not going to find any of that 18% numbers, right? I mean, what 4-hour to 4-hour? You can't say there's 18%, right? If you go from bottom to top, which is what I was doing on the lower time frame, on the higher time frame, it's still not. You're not going to. There's 19%, well, closer to your 18%, but still. That's not normal. That is just one example. If we take this one, what is this? 18% here. Okay, well, it's a 19%. Well, not really. Hang on. We want to go from this bottom here, and that one right here, and let's move that over here. It's a 21%, which we saw earlier. So yeah, I mean that number is just arbitrary. You can't say that it's going to be staying at 18% at any point in time, and yeah, you could trade any particular asset and make money by estimating what it will do, right? So for example, the best thing for it to do, when you saw this top here, right, there was a fork on the top. Hey, I'm getting out, right? And you could have sold this thing probably on the lower time frames, and because it just put a fork at the top here. And then again, right, it did, once it turned after it tried to break out here, you could have said, okay, yeah, this thing's out. And you could have sold this thing at any point in time, any of these 4-hour candles, and would have been absolutely correct, right? And held it, right? So there's lots of abilities to trade XRP, and XRP has smoothed out a lot. It hasn't gotten scammy anymore. So that's always a good thing. All right, next question.
Next question. This is a super chat from Jay, and this is about technical analysis. He asks, does the reload zone needs a W pattern to buy?
Does a what?
Does the reload zone needs a W pattern to buy?
If you want to make sure that you have more than one reason to trade, yeah, you might want to have a W pattern to buy, but you don't have to have a W pattern to buy. You could always have what's called divergence. Divergence in one of the other indicators, and you could also have how is the lag? Because I'm noticing the stream is a little bit slow. Hopefully there's no lag. But anyways, yeah, if you have if you have any of the indicators show you a divergence, hey, and I notice there's 800 people watching and not enough likes. Please hit the like and also hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the subscribe. right? But anyways, as I keep getting off topic here, and what was the topic of discussion? I forgot now.
The topic, he was asking about the W pattern into
Yes.
the reload zone. That is a must
Yeah, that's
to
right.
buy.
Yeah, that's
Not
not a must.
necessarily.
It's not a must, right? And what other indicators you can use?
Well, it all depends in what kind of trader you are. I
Mhm.
mean, you could use candlestick patterns to trade your
Exactly.
trade in the reload zone.
Yeah.
You could not use patterns at all and just base your trading on indicators. You could use a structure after a trend line. You could use a test of a moving average in the reload zone. There's a ton of stuff you can do.
Exactly. So yeah, the reload zone, which is below the 61.8 between. So for those people who don't know what the reload zone is, I'm going to show them right now. The reload zone is between the 61.8, which if it's going upwards, right? So for example, this is a reload short zone. It's between the 61.8, which is right here, to the 78.6. And I'm not gonna mark it on this one, but also going down, right? So if we go from top to bottom, and if this price were to come down to the 61.8, anywhere between the 61.8 to the 78.6 is the reload zone. So what you could do is look for any kind of market structure, which is a W, or resist, or what's it called? Divergence, or any other, or candlestick patterns, right? Such as a hammer candle or whatever in that area to make your trade and go the opposite direction, which is along. All right, that was a long one, and thank you very much. And next question.
Next question. Okay, so we have one from Yahya 1980 from Twitch, and Yahya asks, could governments for exchanges to block withdrawal of our cryptos?
Can governments what?
Force exchanges to block the withdrawal of cryptocurrencies.
Yes, they can, but they can't do it everywhere. That's the thing. But the only government that can do it pretty much everywhere is the United States government, because they can like block U.S. dollar usage through the Swift network, at what's it called, at those exchanges. So, and then of course their banks would also block the U.S. dollar usage as well. So it's the only government that has the power to cut off every single exchange, more effectively most of them at least, because they can cut the banks that provide the exchange access to cash, so even local cash. They could say, hey, listen, if you're dealing with this exchange, we're not giving you access to U.S. dollars. And yeah, that could strangle off the exchanges. But that will mean that there will be, trust me, as humans will want to actually trade bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, so they'll find a way around that kind of draconian measures, because hey, you know what, you're from Argentina, right?
Yes.
Inti, well, haven't people found a way around the restrictions there with the U.S. dollar, because they're not allowed to have U.S. dollars?
The only way to survive in Argentina is finding a way around everything.
Exactly. We'll find a way around it, so don't worry about it.
People is so used to it that,
Exactly.
that they can survive everywhere.
Exactly. So there's not so much they can do once they start banning Bitcoin on exchanges. There will always be a workaround. All right. Next question. Let's see here. We got a little bit of time, right? It's 8:35 here, and I'm willing to give you guys some more time with questions here, but I want to see some more likes, right? And also I want you guys to comment, right, in the comment section, because like I want to see everybody who has 1 year, how many years you've been a subscriber. And remember, if you are not a subscriber yet, please hit subscribe, because you know what, and you stay a subscriber until next year, on my next birthday, right? So I'm turning 49. Oh no, 48 this year, right? And when I turn 49 next year, right? I'm going to be giving away a big prize, and I'm going to announce what that prize is on my birthday on September 15th. So make sure you subscribe before or on my birthday of September 15th, because after that you're not going to be a part of the prize pool. So only people who will have more than a year or more access subscription to my videos will be eligible in the prize, and they'll have to leave a comment, of course, right? So leave comments. They have to be active in the community, leaving comments constantly. So that's who will be the one who's going to be getting the prize. So hopefully I see a lot of comments from you going forward. All right. Next question, Inti. Let's just see how many people have hit the like button. Yes, perfect. 325. Thank you very much. Next question.
So, we have a super chat from our very good friend, Super Google Lee, and he wants to know when Bitcoin is $1.2 million, how much will Ethereum be?
Yeah, that's an interesting metric. You know, I haven't actually did any kind of a TA analysis to see how far Ethereum could possibly go. I would like to do what's it called, point and figure on Ethereum, because I bet you that would work amazing.
You want point and figure charting? Okay.
Yeah, that would work.
I can help you with that.
Yeah. Do you know how to do the calculations of how far it will go based on point and figure?
Yep.
Okay, do that.
That's what they teach in the Russian Investor.
Yeah, because that worked for Bitcoin, right? And I stopped. I didn't believe it. I was like, it ended up at $20,000. I was like, from the $200 level, and I was like, yeah, okay, get real. And I didn't believe it, and yet it did work out that way. So as you know, no. And so yeah, I would do the point and figure charts, right? And I bet you it's going to give you some really stupid, ugly number, right? So yeah, we'll do that in the next little while.
Sure, sir.
Alrighty. Next question. Thank you, Super Googly.
Okay, so the next question is a super chat from Sir Toasty Brokamono. I know these names always get me. Guys, if you have interesting names on the chat, I'm always getting your questions. That's unfair, but I love that. He says, I'm tired of getting wrecked. Who don't? Who doesn't? What altcoin besides Ethereum has long-term fundamentals for a hardcore hodler?
Okay, that is a dangerous thing to do, right? A lot of people want to get the next here. They come to me because they want me to give them the next big thing, something that they can buy and hold and make themselves millions of dollars, right? Or make themselves at least wealthier than they are today. And that is kind of dangerous, right? Because a lot of the altcoins are going to go to zero or not, or just going to go sideways or not perform as well. And so going that route will not make you wealthy. In fact, it'll make you very antsy and probably prone to sell. Right? Because even if you do pick the right one, you're going to probably be more prone to sell than actually prone to hold. So what I suggest you do is actually do the little lady strategy. Now, of course, it's a lot of work. Of course, it's not an easy task to learn at first. Like anything that's really worthwhile doing, it's very difficult. But it's the one way that assures that one, you're always invested in a currency, cryptocurrency that will go higher and higher and higher, and also that you will also be taking profits along the way and making yourself wealthy over time. Now, if you are insistent on buying and holding, if you just hey, listen, man, I can't handle this complex thing of trading. I'm not doing this. Even the little old lady strategy. What I suggest you buy and hold is Bitcoin and Ethereum, and just let it go. Keep buying those two, and that's it. Buy 50% Ethereum, 50% Bitcoin, and that's it. Nothing else. And those two are not going anyway. Those two will definitely take you to the promised land. Not definitely, because nothing's for sure, but there is a higher probability of that. Okay, so check those two coins out and buy those two coins actually, because I really think you will do well. You'll do well, and all you have to do is just dollar cost average, meaning that every week, every paycheck, you buy a little bit. Take 10% of your paycheck, give it to yourself, and invest in yourself. All right, next question. Well, before we go on to the next question, let me see how many likes and 377. Okay, so if I don't see 400 likes, because we got 836 people, right? I'm gonna be cut. This will be the last question of the day.
Is it going to be the last question of the day?
If we don't see another what is it? All we have to do is get like 23 more likes. Small thing to ask, right? But before we actually get on to the next question, there is a topic I wanted to discuss, which is the my moniker, right? There will be, if you're watching this after the stream, there will be a poll of the monikers that we have selected, and we forgot to bring up those. Oh, thank you, 422 likes. Chris, do you remember some of the monikers that we were going to vote on, or did we get to that? Yeah, so real fake Satoshi, crypto OG. And crypto legend, yes. I don't know. Are those the ones we're gonna have put up voting? Did anybody else come up with anything cooler than that, or was it just those three? All right, well, get back to it, and we'll post that up. Okay. Next is the next question. Since 464. Thank you very much. Likes. Well, I think we'll go for a little bit while longer. All right, next question.
Right, next question. So this one is from Dunk from Twitch. Dunk asks, what do you think about Coinbase IPO?
Coinbase is initial public offering. Wow. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, I wonder if they actually store their wealth in Bitcoin. Right, if they have their cash holdings in Bitcoins. That would be interesting if they did that, because then, because as you know, there's a lot of corporations that are buying Bitcoins, right? And not all of them, I think there's none of them that are listed on the stock exchange, actually. But the recent one, I can't remember the name of the company. But anyways, they, if anybody remembers the name of the company, put it in the chat group and I'll mention it. That company bought $250 million of Bitcoin, and so that means that if you buy that stock, it's like basically you're holding. It's like an ETN, and so you can find that company will get a lot of buys from retirement companies, because retirement companies can't buy Bitcoin directly. They can't even buy the commodities on the Crimex of Bitcoin. They have to buy an ETN, right, or an ETF. And so effectively, that company, and I can't remember the name. If you guys remember the name, nobody's remembered. MicroStrategy. That's it. MicroStrategy, right? They are about to IPO, and they will get a lot of buys from what's it called? Retirement funds, and same with Coinbase. So that is going to be a very big and explosive IPO. So I would get in on that on the daily if I were a believer in stocks. As soon as it gets listed, right? Because you're gonna see that thing pop hard. All right. Next question.
Next question. Do you remember when we talked a few months ago about how a vault in China had fake gold?
Yes.
Okay, so Mito 908 from Twitch asked, the dealers of gold that promise to ship the gold to the required country, is it real? What if someone takes and replaces with fake gold?
That's probably already done. Probably, I wouldn't put it past that the United States did it, right? Probably did it to Germany, but I doubt it because they'd probably get the Germans would probably sell them out if they actually did do this and fill them with tungsten, the gold bars, because it's really hard to, because tungsten has almost the same density as gold. But hey, we were seeing a lot of this happen, right? We know that in China, a major company with 1/3 of the gold exchange had all their gold fake, being all the gold that they had in the reserves was fake bars. So yeah, there's probably a lot more than we think that's out there. So it would be interesting to see when we crash and collapse, how much real fake gold bars are out there, because that's gonna come out really fast. And so we're gonna see not only the fact that people don't own the gold that they think they own. So for example, Pax Gold and stuff like that, they don't own gold. Right? This has been hypothecated to death, right? But it doesn't mean that their asset, their token, right, will go to zero, because you know what? The token still represents the price of gold. So they could still be good, right? Even though the gold behind it doesn't exist, right? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting discovery, right? Because I was talking with Chris about this, and I was saying that, you know, we all know that if you ask any guard at what's it called, the Fort Knox, ask them, you think there's any gold that you're guarding? No. They'll tell you no. We're guarding the fact that we don't have any gold. Because like, if we didn't have gold here, why has there been an audit? Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting times ahead, man.
Hey, Charles Allen, thank you for your donation. And he says, great show.
Thank you very much, Charles Allen. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody liking and subscribing. Thank you very much. If we take a look at my channel on my channel on economics here, let me just bring up the statistics, analytics on my channel. You can see we're growing really fast. We have revenue up. Let me just refresh. I think this is a little old, maybe. I don't know. Let me refresh this. Yeah. So that's right. Yeah. So everything. Watch time's up. Right. View count's up. Everything's up. So thank you very much for watching and participating. Thank you for leaving comments and subscribing to the channel. All right. Let's talk about the other monikers that you guys have mentioned. Have you guys mentioned anything in the chat group here? What monitors do you have for me, Chris? The Crypto Original Grandmaster. Little long. What else you got?
So something for my video game.
Crypto Tycoon. Yeah, a little too over the top. Son of Crypto. The what? The Scent of Crypto. Oof. What's the next one? Crypto Boss. It's like the boss. Yeah, I like that one. I like that. He's the boss of crypto. All right. Next, what else you got? The crypto godfather. You know, okay, I'm not gonna. I can't do impressions, right?
Oh,
but,
man.
but I wanted to do the Godfather impression, but I'm not gonna do it. All right, next. I like it. I like the crypto Godfather. I could probably practice an impression of the crypto Godfather. Yeah. All right, next one. DJ Crypto. He's on the turntable. DJ Crypto. No. No. Next one. Digital Band Bees DJ 15. No. A little long, a little crazy.
Crypto Vinci, someone said.
Crypto what?
Crypto Vinci.
Crypto Vinci. Okay. Davamoto. No. Crypto Filer. Crypto Gangsta. Crypto Gangsta. Yeah. Profit of profit. I like that one. I like that one. Profit of profit. Profit of profit. Yeah. That's a little crazy. Crypto Buddha. Okay, yeah, Crypto Buddha. Yeah, it's a little bit over the top. Silver Superior. Okay, Crypto Sir. Crypto Stepdad. Yeah, not bad. Old Lady Crypto. I like that one too. Just a little, it's just, it would be better if I was old lady, but I still like it.
Super Google Lee also sent a super chat with his suggestion.
Crypto Maca. Okay, what does he say?
Crypto Maca, that's exactly what he said.
Okay, there we go. Let's see here. The Duke of Crypto. I like that. All right, thank you very much. We'll put some up on the polls again, popping up somewhere on here. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And let's just do one last question before we end the show.
Okay, so the last question I think is going to be from Chris. Chris K. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. Chris asked, does Davinci have an option on the news Bitcoin Cash fork announced? I think this will be the final nail in the coffin and will be shorting every height it sets.
No, that's not going to happen, right? Bitcoin Cash will continue off, right? And it's not going to be the nail in the coffin. We're going to have, if you own Bitcoin Cash, you're going to have more money because that other currency will have some sort of value, and people will trade it, and so you'll have two coins. If you own Bitcoin Cash right now, you might have a split, and you can dump the other coin and just hold on to it and sell it for more Bitcoin Cash if you want to, but it's going to have a traded value no matter what. So it's just that other coin is going to have probably less than the real Bitcoin Cash, whatever that is. So it's going to be an interesting situation for Roger Ver. I really think he should let go of this particular blockchain where he pays 8% to the developers. That should have been done at the very beginning. They didn't, and so that's too bad. You can't roll that back. Yeah, that's going to be too contentious, and you can see that's what's happening. You know what? I just realized we did not give the Twitch followers any love. Hey Twitch followers, how you guys doing out there? How many of you are on that Twitch chat box? Give us a shout, some love, some what's it called? Some emoji storms, anything you got, right? Thank you very much for watching on Twitch as well. All right, I'm gonna call it a day actually, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you, lots of love from all of you guys on YouTube, Twitch, and hopefully soon to become Facebook, as soon as we can figure out all the problems that we have here with Wirecast. But once we get a system that can do this, we're gonna be broadcasting all over the place, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right, thank you again for watching. Cheers, people.